we're cutting it to go Patreon.
We're going straight over there right now.
Aye, you lot, come to the Patreon now because I even tell you the bit where I had to get into stripping. All right, go. On Patreon, though. Patreon.
Show the camera. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Expect Foolishness.
All right.
Every successful person you admire survived a season you never saw.
Bam. Aurie, off the top.
You got to do something off the top intro. You have something, bro.
None of mercy. Lord of His mercy. You're gonna leave it too dangerous. Too dangerous. Oh, man, I heard a little rumor last night. Oh, the rumor last night. Rumor last night. Is that all right? Is that enough energy?
Perfect, bro.
Wait. I'm not going to lie.
That's the best one, bro.
That's the best one?
Come on.
That's the
one
best
by
one.
far.
That's the best one.
Come
And
on,
I'm sorry because
I wasn't even prepared.
There's been some good ones.
there's been some good ones.
Yeah, but
That
they're not
was
me, so...
It carried on.
What are you talking about?
Studio clap.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Aurie in the house.
Aurie Styla in the scene
Aurie
today.
in the house.
What's going
I'm
on?
very happy to have you here.
Thank you
bro.
for having us,
Welcome,
man.
though, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
So,
Thank you.
Long time
talk to
coming
us,
for real.
like, it's been a while, and again, I would say one of the senior faces in this comedy game
Right.
in the UK.
I'm younger than both of you as well. That's
No, but bro,
That's what I was wondering where he's going with this.
Yeah,
No, but
I
is,
remember.
is your Uncle Aurie to you, bro?
Uncle Aurie
nah,
to
nah.
me. I'm not saying Uncle Aurie, but I'm saying in terms of look at it, how long it's been. I'm
Yeah.
talking ACS. I don't even know if ACS is still running.
I
But
think they still got them.
they probably still going,
Yeah.
but
The
them
comedy.
ACS comedy tours where we was
That was
this is
holding
how
the
we
scene
was-
up for
That's
one
how we was
point,
looking after ourselves as
That's
comedians.
true, facts.
Yeah.
And it's since then, and you've just gone on from strength to strength.
I never
You know.
missed a day either. Well, other
real.
than like COVID. So yeah.
That's
other
real.
than that, yeah, I just kept going and going and going. I'm 15 years, just over 15 years in now.
Hence why I'm saying that he's
Yeah.
like, and you've been doing this comedy thing, and I think the platform that you built up. Talk to us about the start,
Okay.
and just take us through that journey.
So, like any of us, I think all of us, you're young, you want to do something, you want to be popular, and to be popular, especially when we was like teenagers or like young adults going into uni, you either have to be like attractive or funny, and I never had a choice on the first one. So, don't laugh. And the second one, is what I can work on. Don't laugh. Like, I beg, don't laugh. Don't laugh. That was a really sly laugh.
That
there.
one laugh was
No, wait,
That,
wait,
that
no,
was,
no,
that was
no,
disgraceful.
no.
That was
It's a
out of
good-looking
order.
laugh.
No,
You're
no,
looking like a model.
Exactly.
And he's still got his glasses on.
Nah,
And his glasses are still on.
That
There's
was
no
out
need
of
for them.
order.
Wait, no.
letting you know.
It's a good-looking laugh.
And he can't wait to tell you why as well. Listen.
No, my laughter.
Your team.
That's
My
right.
laughter was more like, I thought you were laughing because obviously you know what time it is kind of thing. I thought you're laughing like that. Like,
Okay.
Nah.
No, nah.
Nah.
It felt like you're laughing because you're like,
like-
man never had them problems. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
that's what it sounded like. I'm
It sounded
telling you.
like
Men's Health
you had
magazine,
it,
bro.
you was alright.
Men's Health. He was on Men's Health magazine, bro.
Wait, what?
He was on Men's Health, but he fell off.
Okay, all right.
That's crazy.
No, physically. No, I'm not saying.
That's crazy. You
Okay.
bought it somewhere else.
If you were in Men's Health magazine, I can see why you're laughing. I can't really say nothing. Like,
That's what I'm
that, like,
saying.
it's levels, isn't it?
that's mad though.
I
he's like,
say
I
that.
feel
I
like-
know
I feel like
over
that
there
was
as well. I know
that's
that
what
shot.
I'm saying.
I say that shot because he does the little football shots. And he doesn't understand it, but he still tries
Yeah.
to run joke. So when I can tell him that he's not in the best physical shape, I know it breaks him down.
His not best physical shape is
Still a good physical shape.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what
It
I'm
don't
saying,
even hit, bro.
Take what you can, bro.
Yeah.
I know it does something. I'm gonna do it every single time.
Fair
So
dude.
I'm
like,
not gonna lie, my winter arc is about to be nuts.
He's about to go crazy
Of
in the
course
gym
you
now.
are. Your
in
hibernation
the
period
thingy
now,
deficit,
innit?
in the what do you call it? Deficit.
Calorie deficit.
Calorie deficit, yeah.
Fricks.
Anyway,
Come on, man.
keep going,
Yeah,
bro.
so I've always been like funny,
Yeah.
had like misplaced energy. So when I figured out I wanted to do comedy, like on stage, stand-up comedy, I was 22. I was like, I want to do this properly. I tried to open mic once and never looked back, and that was the 22nd of March, 2010.
Yeah,
and from then, you try and get on shows. We all know this, innit? You try and get on shows, and more time it doesn't happen. Like you get on shows of like our community used to put on shows.
That's right.
We get onto them. But there's not that many. So you try and get on shows which are like what they say, quote unquote, mainstream gigs.
Yeah.
It's not really mainstream now. It's kind of just what comedy clubs are now, innit? But
right.
try and get in those clubs. You couldn't get in. At then times it was, you know, we've already got our one contemporary.
One black.
Blood. And the thing is luckily we were just after the period where the one black wasn't just, it was black, it was one other than middle-aged white guy.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
if they had a woman, we've already got a black person. No, you've got a white woman. Yeah, but you know, same
It's a
thing.
diverse.
We got our diversity politics, right?
yeah.
So we kind of just after that period, but we used to see that happen.
Yeah.
I started putting on my own shows. I said, if you won't let me in the club, I'll
Don't
handle
rush
it
it.
myself.
Don't rush it, because the journey that we're talking about, you starting and how your comedy kind of evolved. Because I remember when you first started, you was doing a poem. You started with it. It was
I did a poem on
poems
stage.
earlier.
That was a poem
But
at the
then-
end of one of my comedy sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did that when it was at Brunel.
Now
Yeah,
I remember early days
yeah.
because I watched your comedy going, like, it's just gone up that way basically, and you've missed that because you're talking about that moment. But even the viral moment, there was like, you've had these moments along the way.
But bro, I started putting my own shows within the first year of me doing stand up.
Really,
That's what I'm saying.
Because your business minded
It's-
is different. Comedy Mania.
comedy mania. That's what I want
I
to
did
get
the first one.
The first Comedy Mania you did, it was at the what's the upstairs place called? It's called the Flyover, right?
West London.
In West London. But even before that, there was a show I did, and I think you did one of them as well, in Uxbridge. It was called the I Smile Show. I did that because I was doing these I Smile t-shirts and stuff, right? That was
the merch as well.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, innit? You're trying to figure out your
100%, bro.
business acumen and how you can like practice it and work it. So I did that in the first year of me doing comedy. I started March 2010. The first one I did of that was September 2010 because I was already a club night host in the venue at Liquid and Envy in Uxbridge.
Yeah.
So whilst doing the club night hosting stuff, I said, "Can I try putting a comedy show in here?" They said, "Yeah," before before the club night would start off.
Yes.
And I tried it. I did 3 there. And then the next year, 2011, I was doing these shisha bar gigs, right?
Oh my gosh, I remember
Do you see what I'm
those.
saying? Do you see what I'm saying? And that was Funny Heads. That was 2011,
Yeah.
right? Brother, this was the trenches of comedy, right? I would go to a shisha bar. The first one was in West London. And we go to the back where they would do shisha outside in the garden.
I've
thing,
done it.
right?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
A lot of people forget these because it was so far back, and these are memories that people want to forget.
Yeah.
Yo,
So I
memory
did-
unlocked, fam.
This is what I'm saying. So I did this, right? If I'm looking at it as well, I'm trying to remember. I would have been, it was Icon, I think it was called. It's in the back of Icon where it started. People would come, you'd barely have a speaker or a microphone or whatsoever.
Wow.
And it was just like predominantly East Africans.
That's right.
Like it was probably Somali, Eritrea, Ethiopians that were all around you. You're doing comedy to them. After that, I started doing that and kind of making it into a format. Other shisha bars around London were like, can you bring it to us as well? The problem is none of them had money. So they would give me like, maybe 100 to 150 pounds to put on a show. And I had to split that between me and 3 other comedians or 4 other comedians. 'Cause that's what they were asking for.
Yeah.
So a lot of us would come down there just to try out material in one of the hardest setups you could ever imagine.
A room that's just not made for
It's
them.
not made for comedy. All you're hearing is bare
Bubbles, bro. But
when you're trying to do comedy.
bubbles,
Smoke in the air as
Bubbles,
well.
innit?
Yeah,
Bare
bro.
smoke in it like, tonight, Matthew, I'm gonna be. But the comedian steps out.
No,
So, yeah.
it's so mad, yeah, when you actually look at where you are now and
Yeah.
completely just forget the journey.
This is why I said he
This is
tried
it.
to just jump to like,
Other
yeah,
things
and I
shows
did
it.
this and I
Oh,
did
bro,
comedy
then-
media, and it's like,
There's a
no,
lot.
bro, because watching your journey,
Yeah.
and seeing that business, because let's talk about the business acumen. When
Okay.
was the moment when he's decided, all right, look, I'm doing this comedy thing and I'm gonna have my own show and I'm gonna have my merch and I'm gonna.
When I told my mum I want to do comedy, she said, as long as you understand behind the scenes as well as in front, I'm happy with it. Because my mum is a very successful businesswoman in her own right before she sold her business, retired, and said, I'm cool. Now she's property developer and property manager. So that's already there in me. But my mum heard me and was like, she wanted me to be like a CSI, like the TV show.
Okay.
Like crime scene
Crime
investigator.
investigation.
Yeah.
Snitch.
That's hilarious.
What?
Something like that. Not the police, but more so the forensic people, right? So she wanted that, and I just, it weren't me. So I said I wanted to do comedy. I was always in love with the idea of making people laugh.
Yeah.
And seeing that you can get paid to do it, I was like, yeah, I want to give this a try somehow. When I told her that, she was like, cool, as long as you understand the business behind it. And I think the moment I got frustrated with trying to get onto shows where people don't know you're a comedian, you're in the first 6 months or so.
Yeah.
My impatience was, if you're not gonna allow me to get on stage because you want me to work, I'll make a platform for myself and work and figure it out. And that's kind of where the business acumen started. But then over the years, I started to lean heavy into needing to make sure that it's not just a thing I do every now and then. When it comes to understanding, putting on shows, putting on tours and so on, everything that you do as a person on stage, you can't rely on. Like a lot of the old heads that we know that do comedy, some of them get frustrated with what to do next because they're so used to relying on the promoters to book them.
That's right.
Yes.
And seeing that in my early years of comedy and seeing how they've kind of developed from being great acts who always were getting booked to being great acts that kind of have to share the booking with the new greats that come in.
Yeah.
Seeing that made me go, I don't want to get to a point where I get upset with not being able to put on a show or jump on one. So from young, I was like, all right, make sure that you're not just a guy that knows how to be on stage, you're the guy that knows how to make a stage for you and other people to be on. So that was from early.
And you've
early.
been on that
Sick.
consistently.
Oh, non-stop.
Now I want to give you a round of applause
Yeah,
because
round of
actually you've
applause.
been doing that.
Thank you
proper,
very
like,
much. Thank you. Yeah, I'll clap for
sure.
me as well, man. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fully,
yeah.
bro.
Fire,
Yeah, man,
bro.
I'll do
But I
that.
think it's good that your mum's influence has come through. Like we've had so many convos over the years in terms of our approach to the game. Do you know what I mean? I remember in probably like year 4 or 5.
Your mum's influence as
That's
well.
what I was about to
It's
say.
crazy, isn't it? That.
So it's like
Yeah.
because we've always I've always been on the thing of just like craft first.
Yeah.
So that whenever people do get there, product is ready. And I remember like just you always factored in that outside element of business and merch and
Yeah.
And I was be like, yeah, but there's some people that only do that side. And when you get there, it's like, huh. But it's that thing of just you see it all come together as you go through the journey. So it's like watching, like obviously now I don't want to skip forward to the tour.
Yeah.
But it's like to see what your story looks like today. Salute, bro.
Thank you very much. Just funny. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are you like in terms of your family background?
Yeah.
Are there comedians in your family? Are you like the first? Are you from like funny people? Or what's
My dad's a DJ,
all right.
so I had that element,
That musical element.
the
makes
musical
sense.
element there, yeah. Which and you can see with like when I talk about music a lot on stage, it's not just the passing knowledge. There's deep knowledge in the music when I discuss it on stage. But my dad's a DJ. Other than that, no one else did like comedy or entertainment like that in my family. I had a cousin that me and him were not like close, but it's only much later on I found out that he did some acting. But that's it. Like other than that, that's it. Tell a lie. My brother as well did music. He's done music from young.
How
Now
many siblings you got? I've never asked that question.
it's one older brother.
Okay.
One older brother, yeah. So but now he's a videographer. So he's a creative in his own right as well. But his creativity back then was music. Well, I did music when I was a kid as well. So I was practicing
What
that
kind?
creative, like grime.
Oh, he was an MC?
Yeah.
Old
That's
bars.
where the name Styla came from.
Old bars.
Give us some of the old bars, bro.
Old bars.
You might want to
don't
go
lie and
sit
you know
down
you
because
got
my
one.
lyrics hit hard and make you fall to the ground. Don't walk around like you're the talk of the town because my name makes your white boxes turn brown. I'm Styla. Know that I found that your lyrics should be 6 foot under the ground. And when compared to me, you sound like a Jamaican dollar while I'm a UK pound. And the realest MC that's around to the point they say, rah, that Styla's profound. I might have a draw for the Queen's crown. I'm a king. I don't care if Prince Charlie's around. And you're not cared for like lost and found, like the dogs who got left back in homeward bound. So don't hate or make these waste man sounds because I'm here to turn your stink frown upside down.
See like that?
I like how you went
Yes,
into it.
just
though, 'cause it was like,
See
it was
like
there.
that? That's an
Innit?
MC,
You know
bro.
what? Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you spent those bars?
Oh, months ago.
Don't, because if
course
it was like a
months
game,
ago.
if
Of
it
course
was
it
like a
was
game, you
months.
know.
That's
when
what
the
it
game
was,
doesn't-
years.
They were there. They were there.
I think I've told somebody else that I used to do lyrics, and then they would have gone, nah, you ain't, and then the bar come out again.
Got you,
But that's that 116 that anybody that wrote a 16 or a bar in general, they might have written loads. That's the one that they'll always
116.
remember. That's that one. That's always my one that I'll go to. The rest of them, I got loads, I can't remember them. Like, or if I
You have to
remember that
read. You have to read one line or something. Like.
yeah, and then it'll come back to me.
That
Yeah,
makes
KG's
sense.
got
I
one.
never. Yeah, it's just.
Nah.
I just bare gun lyrics.
Let's hear it.
No.
Let's go.
Bro, I'm born again, bro.
Run it, bro.
Same, but still.
Run it, bro.
Do the radio version.
Run
where
it,
you
bro.
just-
Clean
I
up.
done it.
Silence
I
out
done
there.
it.
You don't remember your
I don't
style.
remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't
I
remember.
But there's one that I feel like
You don't
it's
remember.
there.
Stop this, bro.
There's one that.
Do it then.
Nah.
He's giving hoodie in
You
the
got it,
background.
bro.
Just nodding his
You got
head.
it.
Got it, but it's a shit bar. It's not as good as that. It's shit. When he done his one, yeah,
He don't
mine's
wanna
a
come
shorter.
second place.
It's shit, bro. I was thinking, nah, it's not even that good.
Oh my
I didn't want
gosh.
to bring it to you know when you hear your old bars. It's like when you see your first joke.
Yeah,
And you know that joke that you thought, oh, I thought I was killing
But
girls.
then later on,
Run it, bro.
yeah.
I'm not doing it. It's so bad. What he did, I would have went first.
You don't remember it.
Bro, it's there.
But you know what I'm saying? Because I said, mine. It don't matter, do it.
No one cares,
shit.
bro.
Bro, you're a comedian, man.
Be
People know
second
you.
place.
Nah.
Be second place.
Well, Arsenal. Nah, come on.
Be second place.
Run the race to lose.
No,
Go on,
Arsenal,
just do
that's
it.
fine. It's cool. United. Let's go.
That's the 16th. Eighth.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
But yeah,
so,
go on.
So you've
story-
done this.
So the story progresses, yeah?
Okay.
Where, you're putting on nights all the time, Comedy Mania, you're doing lots of regular
Yes.
stuff, you're working on the scene. The garage moment happens.
So 2014. I'm doing Comedy Mania shows we just moved from the flyover to Tabernacle, right?
I remember doing Tabernacle.
Yes. That one was amazing. That story. Yeah. You know the story I'm going to say about you when you booked me for the Tabernacle? You don't remember it?
No.
I'm going to tell you in a second, yeah? And you're going to laugh and hate me for it, but I'll tell you this next. So we moved to Tabernacle, 2014. We moved to Tabernacle 2013, but 2014 is when I do the performance talking about UK Garage. And I was at a weekender in Skegness, and my boy Clencher, who was running that event, right? Before anyone wise, you know Clencher?
Yeah.
There you go. And before anyone wise that's his name, right?
No,
The mad name's still with you.
Clencher can
that can run?
Yeah, Clencher can receive.
Okay, cool. That's all right.
No pause.
Cool. All right. So shout out to Clencher. He was like, bro, you have to do this show. Man started doing that with his fish.
Now just checking to see if
Yeah. All right, it's calm. If anything, that's stopping anything. That's
I just wanted to see you online. You know the ones that's like.
Okay, cool.
He's confirming that over and over in his head to himself.
Is it a pause? Is it not?
I sanction that. That should be.
Oh my gosh. So basically, he's like, you got to come do the show. I was saying I can't because I'm going to be in Skegness at this weekend. He's like, no, bro, come and do the show. You have to. It's for the BBC. We're doing like a black comedy night. It was something that you need to come and do in October. Black History Month stuff, innit? So I said, all right, then fine. I come down from Skegness, go and do the show. There's a bag of us on there, like loads of comedians that are on there. And I go and I'm the first guy on. I do my set and I just see it as a set.
My God,
right?
You was first.
I was the first guy on, right? I did my set. I said, I'm just going to do it. And I got to head back to Skegness. I didn't even get to see the second half of the show. Literally, I went on and then I had to go catch the last train to go back up to like Lincoln or something like that. I left the van that I was in. This is business again. The van that I was in, because in that weekender, I was doing I got my cousin and two other people to be like the reps for the weekender, like the entertainment reps and so on. So I had a van with all the equipment and stuff for like the games nights we were doing.
I like the organisation of these things.
I'm
Everything's
a
branded.
logistical guy.
He's so locked in, bro.
It's mental.
So I basically get up, go back to the van, drive it from Lincoln to Skegness, back at the weekender. So I missed the comedy night that's up there to come and do BBC. And then 2 nights later, shut up. But nah, BBC is so integrated into society in this country. For the American audience, the British broadcasting, yeah? Cool, yeah. All right. So
hey, yo, pause.
Whoa, you got BBC integrated into society.
That's crazy, son.
All right. So I come back to London after the weekend is done, and I see where it's been put up online where the video of the performance is. Yeah? That was on a Sunday as we're driving back down. Tuesday now, they replay it on One Extra as the audio clips. Yeah? Why you did that for?
Because you did everything, the whole thing that you done in that video.
I thought about doing that now.
No, I just see that. As I'm telling the joke.
Yeah. You remembering it? Yeah.
Everything
That's
you did. Everything you did, bro.
So the Tuesday, whose show was it on? Nick Bright and Crispin at the British Broadcasting.
Yep.
They played it on their show, like the audio clips. And then Crispin had a great idea. He said, let's put the video clip of it on One Extra's page.
Oh my God.
Right?
Gone.
Let me tell you something. The second that went on Facebook, this is before 2014.
Yeah.
No one's thinking about viral moments of videos. He put it up on there. Gone.
Bro.
Gone.
That was in every group chat.
It was
in
everything.
Viral. It was a super viral moment.
Before we had like Instagram viral, before we had all of that, it was literally Facebook. When people ripped it and put it on YouTube, people put it in their WhatsApp
It took
groups.
work rate.
Bro,
It took work rate to get a video to show your friends.
This is what I'm saying. You have to rip it off YouTube and then compress it to put it on WhatsApp or something. Blood. It went everywhere. And by Friday, like, I'm getting phone calls to be on a TV show, like for an interview, and like asked to come down to host some award show, and it was just nonstop.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, yo, we need to come. Can you come and do this? Can you perform at this show? Can you come and do that? Like in 3 days. Because I remember the first day I watched it on Facebook, and by 24 hours on Facebook, and this is Facebook days then, it had like 70,000 views on their page alone.
Yeah.
Everybody was ripping it and putting it up different places and so on.
I've seen it in so many. You know,
Bro.
it's to write a joke so good. Yeah, it's a classic moment because I like when he was talking about it, I was now seeing exactly what you're
bits
doing.
I was doing,
Eric,
yeah.
like, so as you're talking about it, I can picture everything that was happening.
But you know what the thing is? That joke for me was music based again.
Yeah.
That joke for me was one that any of us in an instant hosting moment where we're just having fun with the crowd could have said.
Yeah.
Like when you're thinking about different types of music. Like it could have been said by anybody. Loads of people probably have as well themselves when they're talking about their favorite music we're talking about. Because that's what I was doing, was talking about music that I enjoyed. But what made it what it was, I think, was the delivery. It was the performance of it and the timing of the music as well.
And your energy on stage was just a perfect thing.
Perfect fusion of it, right? And I think that's what kind of turned the tide for me in terms of realizing this comedy thing can work. Because before that, you're trying a thing until something looks like it's going to pop off for you. That went, and I'm realizing this is amazing. We had a Comedy Mania in November. The second that video went out, all the tickets for that disappeared. Just disappeared. And this is, shout out to my best friend, Stacey's my tour manager, right? So Stacey has been with me like since day one with all these shows. This is what I'm saying. She's running the show. I'm on stage and I'm seeing all of the people that are just faces I've never seen at Tabernacle. And I got up to Stacey in the room, and in the break time I said, yo, we're doing a tour, you know? And she goes, what do you mean? We're gonna do a tour. Stacey's there, Adrian's there, DJ X-Ray is there. They're like, we're gonna do a tour. I was like, it could work, we could do it. And they're like, all right, if you really want to. I'm like, we'll talk about it. I said, nah, I'm just gonna tell them now. The next one's gonna be a tour show. So I got out on the stage at the end. I said, you know what? You lot have sold this show out in a matter of minutes. Thank you very much. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put on a tour for the next one, 2015 now. We do the Comedy Mania tour. We bring it to Manchester, Birmingham, Bristol. And we had to do 2 London shows at Tabernacle because they both sold out. And that was when I started to realize this is great. This is dope. By 2016, like the momentum of that's going well. I'm doing shows and I won't jump actually. I'm trying to kill the idea that people see me as the garage guy. I didn't want that to be the thing.
I remember that.
This is it. This is mine again. People were like, do the garage thing. No, I don't want to. You've seen it. Well, am I doing something you already know the punchline for?
What's
right?
bad is when you finished doing your hour, straight, and at the end they're just like, let's do it.
Let's see it. And I'm like, no. But I didn't respect how much they love.
They went mad for it as if they'd never seen it.
This is the thing. This is the thing. They want you to do it because for them, they want to say, I saw him do it live. And I respect it. But I think for me, if you look, and you see it now in influencer culture now, some people find a hook and they go, that's going to be my thing all the time. And then they ride that until the wheels fall off. And after a while, when you forget about that influence and you move on to somebody else who's doing something cool, you remember the guy of being, oh, you're the guy that does this, or you're the girl that says that, but we're bored of it now, move on.
Sometimes, but sometimes it's a classic because I'm telling you now, anytime, if I go to any Shellers and I see D Double, I can't wait for him to get
okay
the
with the ooh and stuff.
It's one ooh. Bro, there's certain things that just you're almost in.
But it all depends on how you approach it.
I hear you, but I know it's an instant.
Okay, but for how many D doubles are there that you?
No, there's not many.
With? Right, there's a couple people. No, actually, no. There are. I'd say I give that to Flirter as well.
Yeah.
Flirter, I give it.
Yeah.
All of that.
Bro, there's some people that you're just like,
But then,
okay.
but there's. I think with music it's different. Music's different from comedy, where you want to hear the hits with music,
Yeah.
but with comedy,
There's no
you
hits,
want,
bro.
there's no hits. It's I want to
you want
hear
to
new
just give me
stuff.
something.
'Cause I've paid for you again. Don't give me what I just did, what I just seen.
Yeah.
So with music, I think the hits that always works, right?
Maybe that's what made it so special for people.
'Cause it
Like,
was
'cause of the
music-based,
intersection
yeah.
of music and
crossover was perfect.
Everyone remembers a time when they were out in your life,
And
where-
you remember dancing
Yeah,
like that.
and-
I think for me that I remember as well. I did that joke, and I was 26. I was not old enough to be in garage raves. So I did a joke referencing music that if I'm around my dad and I'm having to see when his younger DJs would be playing in those clubs, I can see how people move.
Yeah.
Or if I'm like thinking about my older family members or friends and stuff that have like siblings and they just put you onto the music, I'm seeing that, but I weren't in the clubs. So for me, at the time I'm talking about this music, I've got people come up to me, yeah, we was in Ministry of Sound the same time. I'm like, brother, I
we
wasn't. You are older than me, rude boy.
okay, so that's what I'm saying, because you're still you're talking to my era. So
How-
when
how
I'm
old are you
seeing-
now?
I'm 40.
You're okay.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're doing that,
Yeah.
I was in ministry.
But you were probably still one of the young ones in ministry.
Yes.
Okay, imagine I'm younger than you. I'm 3 years younger than
Yeah.
you, so I couldn't even get into ministry, and I'm talking about them kind of jokes.
But it's I remember everyone. Remember, I got the older siblings as well.
Yeah.
So when you're doing, I'm like, this is cold.
captured your nostalgia.
He's captured
Yeah.
all the nostalgia. So I can understand. You know, you're gonna do that joke for us soon.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sitting there going, I got other stuff I could say, and they're like, yeah, but we want to hear that. So I knew what my character was when it came to being able to talk about music and being able to be a performer on stage that can hit nostalgic points. That was something I lent into, but I tried to avoid talking about garage because I'd done it.
It's smart, you know, because at the same time, I remember when we dropped Shadrach, I knew that I didn't want to be seen as just Shadrach.
Yeah.
So we quickly dropped Duncan and McCoy and Caramel, just so you don't think I'm just Shadrach.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was so I can understand the mindset of it.
Yeah.
But because I enjoyed it so much, like people see me now, it's like, bro, do a skates thing.
It is.
Like
Yeah.
they still want that today.
Put the skates on,
Put
like
the
it's in
skates
the
on.
car blood, bro.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
I'm with my daughter. Like
This is what
you know I'm saying. Like, it's
yeah.
pregnancy. She know how mad it would be to just have skates on, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, so I can understand it. But I just know that moment of, because I think Michael Dapper, sometimes it can hurt you sometimes. I
Breakfast
remember
Club.
Michael Dapper getting on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, that hurt him.
He should have been.
And they
Yeah.
thought they were just like, what's going on? Bro?
couldn't believe
where's,
what's
going on.
where's the everything?
It's like, this is the time.
And
And
this-
Asney and Scott know. That's what we're waiting.
This is what they like. With that, he should have. In hindsight, he should have gone on there as Big Shaq, right?
Changed.
But he went to himself, and I'll be honest, I would have done that. I would have gone as myself. But if I was like, I'm not a character act like that. But if I was going on a show like that, I wouldn't want people to just see me as that person. So where it may have killed his momentum, or people would have looked at it.
It just
and
changed
Just
it in
dented it a
terms
little
of
bit.
break.
On
dented
the
it-
stateside.
it dented
Only
it
stateside.
stateside, right?
that's all.
Right, because I've been like even like people that I'm friends with, or even like relationships and stuff with people that are in America, and you talk about British music. Big Shaq was a big thing for them,
Straight away.
huge thing. But for me,
And a real rapper.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. They thought he was like he was
Shaquille
proper.
O'Neal.
Thought he was a real
This
person.
kid,
Real.
Because he said, I'm Big Shaq.
Yes,
Shaquille, do you know how mad it is to get Shaquille O'Neal this?
that's
Wild, bro.
nuts. That's
Shaq.
nuts.
Wild.
That's nuts.
It's Shaq, the most dominant. What?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
the Shaq, like Shaq, the 4 letters for him.
Yeah.
the Shaq.
But,
So, yeah.
but bro, do you know how mad of a moment that was though? As well, like as in
It was a glitch in the matrix for us when that happened, because we were like, how is this just gone so
He's
far?
everywhere.
Everywhere, like everywhere.
that was
Like, I've been MCing for 10 years.
This is blood. It's crazy that that's what was going on for him. So for me,
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was gonna bring it back.
Yeah,
for me,
go.
with the character that he had put on, I would have done the same thing, because I didn't want people to only think Aurie is the garage guy.
Yeah.
Right. There was events that I was asked to host. I became the host of the UKG brunch at the time as well. Off the momentum of like doing that, I definitely think that they were like, we want to get him aboard. I was like, cool. I was hosted that, and then like loads of the UK garage people would like pull me up on stage, like at events. Like every UK garage performer has either shared a stage with me, and I'm not an MC like
that's
anymore. Right. I've 1 or 2 bars when I was a kid. have shared a stage with me
You made me want to
because
quit,
they've
bro.
got me to come on and just bubble with them and dance with them.
Yeah.
Or there's a love and respect that they have for me showing love for their
scene.
music.
For their scene,
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
So for that, I was like, that's great, but I don't want to go back as a comedian and just be seen as the comedian that talks about garage. I understand how much that could kill your brand if you try to be the person that leans into that being your only thing. Because once people are bored of that, they box you off and say, well, we're bored of you. So I separated from that.
Yeah.
I had people telling me, make merch about garage and do like a Gunfingers t-shirt. I was like, no, because all you're just going to think is I'm the garage guy.
That's right.
So 2016, I do my first one-man show tour, right? Pause, actually. Before that, I said I was going to say the bit that he was going to...
Yeah.
Okay, so he booked me for one of his shows, right? He's going to remember it. He booked me for one of his shows one time.
Can't even remember.
Right? And he was like, bro, I'll tell you what, rather than pay a fee, let's do you do my show and I do your show thing. I said, yeah, calm.
Yeah.
So I went and did his show. I said, no problem. I said, come and do mine. Where his show was a nice venue. It had about...
the downstairs thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
About 150 people, I think it had in there. It was nice. I got him to come Tabernacle, theatre, right? And he looked at it, was like, right, hold on. Wait, the numbers ain't numbering right now, because... Bro, I've done it. You remember it now, yeah? Because he saw it. Do you remember it now?
I saw the... Bro, just imagine you so, let's go show for show.
Yeah.
You're going to do mine. We're not going to... Forget about payment. You do mine.
And he offered that to me. I would have willing to pay.
So when I got into the Tabernacle...
His house has got 500 people in there.
I looked at all the people and I said, look at these people.
That's a crazy trade.
Bro...
Crazy trade.
I mean, you know how you can quickly do the numbers and say, oh no.
It's not like for like. This ain't like for like.
Oh, bro, and I think you could see me working it out. And as I walked in, I said, oh no, this is a show. You know what I'm saying?
I was more than happy to pay, but he was like, no, bro.
It's
do show thing. I'm like,
it's the game. But then, even in those moments, it's the game. I kind of understand. Even while that was happening, I've already done it to myself anyway. But then, that was the agreement. The agreement is, I'm here. But then I remember seeing the room and saying, Aurie's a serious guy, bro. I did not realize the level of show we were talking about. Because when I invited him to my show, it was a downstairs thing.
Little gathering.
Hey, I'm not the bar. Don't say that. Don't say the gathering. Don't say gathering. Don't say gathering.
Man said I'm here with a few friends. My church. Not my church.
Big as a Sunday school, blood.
My youth club. My church and my youth club.
When I went into his show, and that's when I saw Richard, Judy was on that. It was a serious lineup. It was game time.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain shows that you're like, I'm not allowed to fail in this building.
You killed it though.
Shout out, man.
You killed it. I remember that show because I would try, even back then I was like recording clips for the show to promote the next one.
That's right.
And I would say, if you guys want your videos, just here you go.
Yeah.
I remember that from 2011, even the Shisha Bar gigs I was recording clips from then. I got a video clip of me that I found from 2012 hosting Comedy Mania. Bare skinny.
Oh, the skinny thing.
Bro, I like up on the Ozempic, you know. The head is big, but the body is just... Like, I look like this, with the NT one here, and then the...
That's funny.
Bruv, it was crazy.
When I see old pictures of myself, bro, I just look at myself and think, bro, how did I used to get girls? Really? I can see my collarbone through the t-shirt. Mad skinny. Terrible. I'm judging people that liked me back then.
Nah, you know what you want to say?
You was older, man. That's crazy.
So watch this now, yeah? 2016, did the tour. Sold it out, loved it. It was Working Hardy, my first one-man show tour. Greatest hits. That's what you do.
I remember that.
Right? You just do your greatest hits, right? It was dope just to be able to get into tour mode. And best thing about it was not me getting on stage. It was me being able to bring people that I've had around me, like on the road, like Adrian did video.
That's what I was about to say.
Most of them, yeah. Some
the majority of the team is the same, bro.
Some people have kind of come out of like doing the
entertainment
stuff. Yeah. So like even like Candice, for example, she was on my team from the first tour, but she doesn't really do that stuff now. Yeah, shouts to Candice, man.
Come on.
And Stacey's been there from day one and is now still my main tour manager with my shows, but she also tour manages for other comedians as well. Yeah, she's like Kane's on tour now. She's now tour managing Kane.
Sick.
So for her, it's like that's her forte.
She knows it. She knows the game.
Time. She knows the people. She knows the people she has to work with, but she also does huge corporate events. So doing tours like this is minor to her.
Yeah.
Right. So, but having her on board is just dope because she's seen it from beginning till now. Like X-Rated has been there from day one as well. I've got other DJs as well. When it comes to just the sheer amount of shows we do, we have to have a few others. But CJ's on board as well. CJ came a little bit later on from when I did Comedy Mania Weekender. I'll get to that bit as well. Oh my gosh, there's been loads of stuff, man.
This is what I'm saying.
That's the thing. This guy pops up everywhere with a different idea of a show, and
you're trying to make it work.
No, but what I think is dope is that you're like, you see how he talks about older comics in the game sometimes coming in. It's like you're someone that brings food to the table.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times over the years you've been the guy to be like, boom, these dates, can you do all these dates? And we know as comics in the game, that's lifeblood.
Yes.
For how you can operate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, remember your runner shows at the Comedy Store?
Oh, yeah, Mad
Mondays.
Done that?
Who's done that?
Mad Mondays, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? At the actual Comedy Store, I remember thinking, raw, black comedy in here.
Do you know how that, I'll tell you how that happened. No, go, you first and I'll tell you how that happened.
I like this group because there's something that I'm realizing about all of us in a different way of how we've approached the game. Yeah. We've kind of realized the table's shit in terms of the scene, the UK scene.
Yeah,
very quickly we've made different decisions. I realized that I'm not gonna get what I want from comedy to look after my family in that same way. So I chose YouTube and all this other stuff to supplement. You knew writing and stand-up because I would say this is probably one of the most traditional in terms of we do this, and then it's only recently you made the pivot. You realize, but we all tried to make our own tables, is what I'm saying. So when I'm hearing you talk, and I'm like, I can see something that's connecting us, but the root of how we're getting to, because when you talk, I'm like, I understand it. I just made a different decision to you, but I'm doing exactly what we're all trying to do.
Yeah, it's a pivot. Like if comedy is the core, the pivot around it is how do I activate the core? So that's still the foundation of what it is that I do, but I have to work around to make it work. So Mad Mondays. So I did a Comedy Mania show in Manchester, at the Comedy Store in Manchester. That one was a lot easier to get into because you could hire the venue. They didn't do it like all through the week. And on that lineup was Rem Conway, Judy Love, Richard Blackwood, Marlon Davis, I think it was, right? It was a good show. Then me, the owner of the store, Dom, came up to there and he saw that we did a show on a Sunday night that sold like 450 tickets in Manchester at his other venue. And he was already up there going, what's going on there? He saw it and he said to me, come, could you bring this to the London one? I said, I could, of course I can. I'd love to be able to try. Then he gave me a Monday. I said, brother, let me tell you something. Monday is the day after everybody has got time for a show. Yeah. So he goes, it's the only day that we have because we do the rest of the week. I said, I'll give it a try. He said, he'd give me Mondays. I put on a set of Mad Monday shows down there. It wasn't, he wanted more. He wanted like the room as full as what he saw in Manchester. And I was like, I don't know how we're going to do that on a Monday, but I would try to get a lineup together. And for a few of them, I got a great lineup and it was a great show and it was in the store and I was happy to do it, but it's just for him, after a while, he saw like half the room full. That place holds 400. He wanted 350 on a Monday. I could only maybe get 200 in there on a Monday. It was like, so after a while we had to stop.
For me, it was an iconic thing because, you know, now we've progressed as where black comedy is and we're used to lineups in these spaces to have black comics on there. Bro, remember what the mainstream circuits were looking like in terms of Ola and Nabil were the only two names where I could be like, you man get into these rooms.
Yes, fact.
Do you know what I mean? And I remember like, Fumbi later.
Yeah. He was later.
Yeah, so it's like for a long time it was them two, man. And I remember chatting to them and just being like, da-da-da-da, and they're like, oh, the content and the subject matter. And it was so many things that made you think, maybe the way we do things don't work.
Don't work over there.
And now it's like, our wave of comics has really invaded spaces to the point where it's not a surprise to see any one of us on the lineup.
Yeah.
And your space in that conversation is the way you put on shows. You touch cities where a lot of people weren't really from our era anyway, getting into. And it just being a thing where, yeah, Aurie's got a booking and we're going to this place, and it's just like, okay, we're in the car. And we go see. Leeds, yeah? Okay. We go see.
What was you going to say?
Aurie's a dickhead, actually.
Why?
No, I just remembered
Wait a
something.
minute.
We
Wait,
went to
pause
this
what you were
show.
going to say. Hold on.
No,
What
it's
you-
fine.
wait, what have
it's
I done?
fine. We was doing this show, yeah?
Festival.
And we went to something like that. And then
I know thing.
You pussy-o. No, because this guy, yeah? We went to a service station, yeah?
Oh! Yes. Oh, Ratman Scoop over here. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
afraid of- I'm
Come
afraid
on,
of-
Ratman Scoop.
I'm afraid of rodents, yeah?
You afraid of rodents?
Like
He sees
heavy.
anything this bigger than this to him is Master Splinter.
It's
this
Master
man,
Splinter, bro.
This man gets shook,
Bro,
Yes. Come on,
bro. And
So we're in the car. We're at the service station. I need like
That's
20
hilarious.
minutes to sit down because I'm tired after this late night drive. So we go get fuel and we sit down for a bit. I see a rat running across outside. Yeah? We're outside. Yeah? Goliath over here.
Say the size of the thing.
Nah, you were scared outside.
Bruh,
crazy.
we were inside the car. The rat is like way over there, maybe about 10 meters away. You can see him running
You don't
from
know
one
what
to
I'm on.
another.
Wait, you were
man
scared by
don't know what I'm
proxy?
on.
You were scared by proxy?
Bro, you see on
Like-
the underground, yeah, Central Line at
Get out
night
of
when
here,
it's
bro.
when it's clear. I announce myself to the rats. I let them know that I'm gonna be on the platform. Allow it. So when I get there and it's quiet,
Brother, this man
No, but you're outside though. This
saw
place.
Stuart Little run across from one station pump to another, and he was in the car screaming. Screaming.
Not big KG.
I don't know.
Screaming.
This guy, yeah.
Not strong KG,
Soon as
bro. That's crazy,
I don't
bro.
care. That's who I am, bro. Now,
What if Annie was
this
there?
guy's an idiot, yeah? And he goes, oh, brother, say some stuff. This guy is sending me, yeah, like from nowhere. He just, one day, I remember Aurie's a lovely guy in this comedy thing, yeah. He'll struggle to find people that will say Aurie's a dickhead or anything. So Aurie sent me a picture, one of them ones when you can just like, you don't know. I've opened it.
It's a
Master
big rat on the screen.
Fuck's sake.
Here now. The voice note, I sent this pussy out.
Hey, you know you were scared.
I was terrified, bro.
Your phone screen cracked after that, innit?
Man.
Sent back laughter. You know when he sent an audio of just laughter, bro. I said this when you can't show the man them your weakness or your like.
That's right, because they'll just.
I'm gonna try to find a video of
Brother,
you.
I
in
ain't
the car.
violated, bro.
Oh no, I never. I just knew that from that moment. If I find
I can
your
find
fear,
this video.
If I find your fear, bro.
My fear.
If I find it, like, do I know yours?
Me? What's my fear? Losing. What are we talking about?
I love it.
What's my fear?
again. Your fear is losing.
Absolutely.
I
hate that
this
shit.
guy. I hate.
I think Travis has maybe accumulated a minor fear of turbulence after hearing his comedy about when the plane went. I remember that joke, and I'm sitting there going, I know exactly how you feel.
Fuck's sake.
Don't you think though the whole plane crashing thing?
Mm-hmm.
Are you more concerned when you're on a flight? Because I am.
About if the plane crashes.
Just on a plane now,
Yeah.
it's higher stakes.
I do a good job of not thinking about it. But then
Yeah.
convos like these come up and I go, I probably should.
It's higher stakes.
Higher stakes based on what though?
Okay, Mr. Bowen, hear me out.
This guy literally
Flights
used
are
to
good
work for
with you.
Boeing.
I used to work for Boeing.
Yeah.
I swear.
So hear me out when I say this. Yeah, we went through like a moment of just planes crashing.
Yeah, a few of them.
And then there's still the missing one. Yeah, no one's told us. Is that plane been found yet?
But I feel like it's not the
It's still
prominent airlines though.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
I think that makes you sit up differently in your chair.
I'm not getting into a helicopter. Yeah,
Okay.
I just decided
Well,
because
the
they're the
helicopters-
ones that collapse everyone.
Kobe Bryant, fuck that helicopter.
No, but even the
I'm never doing
Leicester, the
helicopters,
Leicester
bro.
City owner.
Yeah. as
There's
well,
been
yeah, I
bare
forget that.
helicopter crashes have been more like. I feel like there's just a lot
Smaller
more there,
aircraft
but
are
there's been
generally
too
gonna
many.
have more accidents than larger aircraft, don't it?
There's too many for. I'm not comfortable with that.
It's only
There's
because
way too many,
especially in
bro.
America.
In the more
Domestic
recent
American
time.
ones.
Domestic American ones with their airlines is crazy. They scare me sometimes when I see just the stats and the stories. And it's particular airlines as well. So when you see the videos of like them sitting on a plane and the doors open, you're like, bro.
Look at that. Was it Indian man that was on the flight and he survived?
The one
but
guy survived.
Yeah.
He survived and everyone
Fam, that would I don't know
no
how I would ever live that down. I come like Unbreakable with
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
because you're a different guy. Like after and even that like I don't even know if I want to make that one. When you think about it, do you really want to be the last survivor of that thing? Because I'm thinking of Final Destination immediately.
If you get out and walk out like how my man did, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you don't think
He
of
was
Final
fine.
Destination in that moment?
No, bro, he's fine. You think he's caring about a fucking movie? The fact he just survived a plane crash, bro.
It's fact.
You might see Final Destination.
Yes.
Because I don't mess around with scary.
I see the first one when I was younger, but I don't watch horror films.
Same here.
So would you still drive behind one of those, like, you know, with the logs, you know, on the motorway, and would you still?
Oh, them.
Would you still drive behind if you're driving? Because you've been affected. But I'm saying
When that's all right. So I've driven in the States behind stuff like that. Like they have like big juggernauts that have those big lumberjack things or whatever it is. They are kind of scary because
and you change lanes, innit?
If you can.
The movie done what it need to do.
But it wasn't because of the movie. I just think in the back of my mind.
Crazy optics.
This is huge. I can't see round this. So like I'd rather be in front of this. Please.
See, no, I as soon as I watch Final Destination, there's that, because it starts on a plane, right? And they get off.
Yeah, then they play.
And they cheat death.
Yeah.
And the death started saying, nah, bro. It's you that I'm looking for.
I paid for this. I need my recompense. Come back.
Go.
But what was I? So yeah, that was one
done
of
the
the
Monday show. They wanted to.
2017.
Go like the
2018 now.
Yeah.
Bro, I got so many benchmarks of like my career that I've hit with this. 2018, I do the Comedy Mania 2018 tour. 18 shows, 18 comedians, around the country. 18 shows. It took 3 months to get through, right? That was one of the last times I said I'm doing something for a platform for everybody else. One, because it was tiring, and two, because I was doing more for others to be able to get on stage and get paid than I was actually investing in me progressing as a comedian. That's why I realized as a comedian, you're pausing yourself and you are not doing enough to help push your platform.
Yeah, because you became the comedy booker.
Yes,
almost.
that's right.
You became. I actually remember the moment when it was like, if you're trying to get on, it's your show that you have to do.
I was one of the people you could call, yeah.
Yeah, Roy is the only one to call.
Yeah.
It got to that stage because, yes, there was the Something for Sundays and all these other shows, but I'm talking about
They
going
fizzled
out,
out
getting
pretty
paid.
soon.
Going out, getting paid. It was, and seeing a lot more of the UK.
Yeah.
You had to jump. And even
18 shows, but there's a lot. So you can imagine.
different comedy agencies were bringing their talent to you
Yep.
to go and do your show.
Dropping me emails saying, we got these people to book. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but I never climb with these people. I'm like working with the ones that I been in the trenches with, doing comedy with, in that sense. And
What made you make that decision then to say, I have to, because I've noticed the shift of, there was Comedy Mania, then there was, all right, Aurie's back outside.
doing what he's got to do.
now.
Two things. One, money.
Yeah.
There was a point where I remember, I won't say names of who, but on that tour, remember 18 shows. I could tell you 3 or 4 people on that tour that made more money than me across the shows than I made on doing a tour with 18 shows. Because they would come on, they'd get paid, and I might lose out on that show because it never sold out. Because I worked, like, all the shows weren't selling out at the time. And number 2, shouts to John Simmett. I had a conversation with him which woke me up, and I don't think he did it to wake me up.
Shouts out to John. That's a real old
It's a
school.
real
guy in the game.
OG in the game. He said something to me. He said he was in talking. John is very kind of reflective. When you hear him talk, he'll sometimes reminisce about some of the things that he'd done before and like the shows that he'd put on.
For anyone who don't know John Simmett is one of the first like comedy host promoters from back in the day.
Yeah.
That helped the big splash for black comedy when it first really was having its
Big
rise.
time.
So the first wave, Angela Marr, Felix Dexter, Jefferson and
Curtis
Whitfield,
is all of
Curtis,
that, yeah.
Walker, Leo Muhammad,
Yes,
Leo
of
Chester
course,
at the
yeah.
time.
Okay.
And that was when they were going all over the place. The first
Hiring
wave.
up theaters and stuff like that. Yeah. So John was known as the guy. Oh, and he'll tell you is one of his hugest credits, which has kept him very nice for a lot of time. He's Dipsy in
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
The green one.
Yeah. No, purple
one.
Green-
Purple one's a black man.
The green one was Dipsy, bro.
No, the purple one is
Tinky
Dipsy.
Tinky Winky was the purple one.
Dipsy, check.
What?
La la.
Green was Dipsy.
Wait.
One with the hat.
Don't tell
one with
me.
the one
My
with the
little
green-
brother had
the
one of
green
those.
one.
The green one was him.
Dipsy.
What?
Who had the hat? Who had the wicked hat?
Dipsy had that.
He used to do the butterfly
butterfly.
dance. Dipsy, bro.
You have
Yeah,
the hat,
is it?
yeah. And
I'll
did he
swear
have the hat?
down.
Come on, don't tell
Because
me.
the purple one had the bag.
My
Oh,
brother
my
had
bad.
one of these.
Oh, my bad.
Brother used to phone up and chat to my mum and do the thing on the phone.
I love this. I went on Google just to check. It said, why is Dipsy darker?
There you go.
Right? And it said Dipsy's face was slightly darker than the faces of the other Teletubbies. When the
cold,
show was
that's
broadcast in the US, the makers told the American audience that Dipsy was intended to be black and Po was intended to be Chinese.
That's right.
Like the actors who played them, John Simmet and Poi Fan Lee.
Wait,
Wow.
Bam.
Can I see? Because he had the hat as well. I swear Dipsy had that.
No hat.
Nah, no hat.
There's one with they had a bag.
It's
and then
like a cow pattern, like
a cow pattern hat.
Yeah.
Dipsy had the hat.
Oh, they
bro.
might. Oh no, that was Dipsy, but he
Dipsy
wouldn't
had
wear it
the
all the
hat.
time.
Yeah,
he put it on every now and
there
then.
we go,
I just
bro.
clocked it in this little video
The cow
here.
pattern hat, bro.
Wait, the hat came on in like the little
Yeah,
clip just a
bro.
second
Pimp
ago.
hat,
One
innit?
sec.
This is how I remember the one, bro.
Where is
The
it?
hat, bro.
Oh, it
Dipsy had
came
the
on a
hat,
second
bro.
ago.
Okay.
Dipsy had the hat, bro. Don't play around.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, look.
The cow pattern.
The whole
thing.
scene.
And then one had the
Yeah.
bag. One had the
There
purple
it is,
bag.
yeah.
bro.
So John was talking and he was saying about how for him, he's done so well with putting other people on, and he was talking about him as a comedian, saying, like, he loves to get on and host and so on, but he knows how much time it's taken up for him to do shows
For other people.
that when it comes to him getting on to do like his own comedy, doesn't always have the time for it because he's always putting on for others.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, that's commendable. But for me, my first thing is it's got to be myself. So 2018, I'd already started putting on Comedy Mania Weekender, which was a weekender that I could put on every year for everybody to come down to. So I'll break that down. I did the 2018 tour and then Comedy Mania Weekender all in the same year. This is a big getaway weekender, 3 days, 3 nights. I'd hire out Pontins, which is
remember that.
shut down and
Yeah.
disgusting. Yeah. But Pontins is a holiday park.
A Butlins thing.
Yeah. Like that. So I went to Pontins, wanted to hire it out, and then people would pay to come down. There's pool parties, there's theme parties in the nighttime, comedy shows, loads of comedians to come down and 3 days, 3 nights. Like how you have Caribbean Weekender or those getaway weekenders and so on. I wanted that to be the thing that I do every year with my team that we build up to every year that would be able to be something that like would pay for, you know, like a nice little build up, pay the team a nice little wage whilst I'm doing my comedy and everyone's doing their own thing. First year I did that. I lost about 22 grand.
Oh.
I'm down about 22 grand. But you expect that. I know it hurts your chest when you hear it out loud. But you expect that. Right? Because it's a lost leader. And if you're doing it every year, you got to take some years to recoup. And then when you recoup, you're up.
Yeah.
The second year, I'm like, all right, we're going to do the second year, 2019. I'm going to get some of this back. Lost about 30 grand. In that one. Yeah?
Jesus!
So I'm down, innit? After 2 years.
Respect.
I'm down. And I'm like, yo, this is like deposit money for a house that I invested on something that I thought if I can stay where I am for a few years longer, build up some savings again, but use this as an investment to maybe help be able to buy more, bigger, like years down the line, I could do that. But I lost. That's 2019. What happens next year?
Oh.
So I can't even do nothing to recoup.
Lockdown.
So I'm in lockdown, doing the absolute most to just hustle and make it by and so on and so forth, right? So,
Lockdown.
bruv, lockdown was another glitch. Like no one could have ever expected that was going to happen. Even when they say that people were like Bill Gates was predicting it and stuff, it couldn't have prepared us for what we would have experienced in that time.
It was a 2-3 week. Remember when it was a month? Like,
Yeah, like a
remember
month
when
in
it
my
was, when it
yard.
was nice, when it was
Yeah,
cute.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I went into it kind of relaxed. I was like, you know what? I've been working kind of hard lately still. A little month sit down might
So
be
you
all
can
right.
Chill now. I'll be honest, though, it was one of the best times I could have ever had, right? I've never admitted this on I don't think I ever admitted this on the podcast before, but I'll say it now, right? I might have done, people know if you know me personally, but during that time is when I taught myself how to not only just like deal with streaming and like lighting and camera setups and audio. I already knew that from well before, but really mastered that stuff because I thought this is going to be what comedy was. But I also taught myself something which was a really weird thing. Remember those little video games consoles that I was always advertising?
That's right.
Right? Retro Techer.
Yeah.
Right? I pretended it was somebody else. right? Like I was just advertising for someone else. It was all me. I created this character called Retro Ryan, right? And it was me creating these little machines that had 6,700 games in them, right? And what I would do was I would program this that when you plug it into your TV, you can play video games. I had one myself. I backward engineered it to see how it was made my own version of it, and then I put games on there that I liked and wanted on there, and I would make them and I would sell them and I put them out there, right? I did that to try and make some money back. Thank you very much.
Bad man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Right? I did it only during lockdown because what else could I do? We couldn't work as comedians. They weren't giving us no entertainment money to help us get by, right? And I had my podcast studio that I had to also pay for as well, or else I'd have lost it. They paused the rental for it for a bit, but that studio, I still had to have it there in Park Royal. So that's all going on. I'm doing that, the little machines. I'll be honest, I sold a decent amount to get me by. I won't say the number now, but it was enough to at least just survive lockdown, yeah?
I can imagine.
And that's the thing, fam.
Say again?
He done his thing, bro.
I'll try.
You're proper.
Thank you.
Man explained that to me. I just sat there thinking, that's why you've been promoting it.
I remember seeing
like,
it.
don't stop
And he
it.
done, but what was so clever is you
But I
didn't
thought
make
proper
it,
missed out.
you didn't
Make it
say
me.
was me.
So organic.
Yeah.
I remember feeling one thinking, that would be cold out right now.
It was me who did it. So I did that. I was in my yard, like buying the bits, making them up. Like Amazon saw me and eBay saw me. I remember that, like I would have to buy loads of little parts and I'd screw them all together and all of that, program it and then set up all the controllers and then have to box it up, package it, find different designs of like the moldings that you could put the Pi, Raspberry Pi in it and so on. I do all of that. And I made myself a promise because is it completely like legit? It's gray area, right? I said, I'm not gonna, as soon as I can work again, I'm not making any more of these, right? So I stopped that as soon as we opened up again, went back to doing comedy and, but not through like live stream, but actual on stage comedy. And that's when I was like recovering from all of the stress of being in super debt, having a rough relationship at the time as well. I think everybody struggled in the relationship they was in at that time. Even, I mean, brother, I know you've been married since.
We were fine.
You were fine.
Sorry.
Punch a man in his face.
Sorry, man. It was the greatest time.
Yeah,
My wife just wanted to be out more. I don't like because I'm a home person.
Okay.
I like being.
I didn't hate it.
I'm so happy about being in the house.
I'm the same. I
Being
like it
haunting.
as well.
My
I like
wife
chilling.
struggled because she's
like outside.
She needs to be outside. She wants
Yeah.
to go to meals and stuff. I loved it.
Okay, so you guys survive, but a lot of people, even
I
in the
can imagine.
relationships that they're in, just being in each other's face all the time when you're used to having a little bit of a breather when you can go
rough.
to work,
Yeah.
it's a lot. But mine was a nightmare.
My wife's been my boss before.
Oh, is it?
I've had to.
Hey,
She's
you know what?
yeah,
Let's take this story to the Patreon.
yeah.
Yeah?
Guys, if you're rocking with us right now, you want to still be a part of this conversation, follow us over to the Patreon. The link is in the bio. And for anybody else who they've had enough, hey, big up, man. Shouts out to you.
Oh,
lot.
wait, we're cutting it to go Patreon?
We're going straight over there right now.
Aye, you lot, come to the Patreon now because I even tell you the bit where I had to get into stripping. All right, go. On Patreon, though. Patreon.
Hey, and if you've only come this far, subscribe. You know.
But I'll leave for Patreon.
Absolutely.
He never liked that, bruv. I can see your face when I said they were like, what?
I'm gonna clip it.
He said, "Oh, here we go."
His face was like, right, up and go.